Alright, this is going to be a video of this Dynasty Hugger Ceiling Fan, 52 inches. I bought it for $9, brand new in the box. The light that's on here is not original. I'm doing another video of this fan with the light to show you guys what it looks like with a schoolhouse globe. And I really do love the look of it. This fan I bought it at the antique slash thrift shop that I got the two coated redundancy ceiling fans. The smaller version of the white pedestal Duracraft, the Duracraft desk fan that I sold to Heath Kyle. And that's the place that has the 8-Hampton Bay industrial ceiling fans that I tested, and they were on a variable speed control. I got this back in around early September, like the first week of September when I came back. Or like I think it was late August or early September. It's one of those two. But yeah, this fan I got like a little bit like right then, and I really do like the look of this fan. It's my first generic Hugger vintage fan that I have in my collection out of this and the Code Up Stratosphere. But this one I like a lot more. Even though the Stratosphere reminds me of ones that I actually saw as childhood. In this one, there was one just like it that I wanted as a kid. This one, it feels more vintage to me, and it looks more, and it's actually a better built one, so that's why I like this one a little bit more. This one moves more air, and it's in better shape because one, it's brand new in the box. And yeah. Plus, it's just it looks more vintage, like the antique brass ones. Like I like the Kodak, but this one is also my first generic Hugger, so that's why I like this one a lot more. But also, it's just it's in a lot better shape, and it looks more vintage in my opinion. Or I don't know, this feels more. I like the look of this one a little bit more. Even though I do like stencil a little bit more than Kane, depends on the fan, but I really do. This one I just like the look of it a lot more, especially with the light on it. So yeah, the light you see here, I bought from fan collector RJ Hayden, and this was actually seen on a previous video of the video I did of the Hunter Silent Breeze 42-inch ceiling fan that's an antique brass. This was on that exact fan before when I tested it on the floor. And yeah. Blades are in very good shape. I really like, they're very nice and smooth. It has nice coloration to it. Just such a nice fan. I really love the look of it. In the light kit, I have a little bit loose. The globe is tight, but the light kit, I don't have it tightened up all the way. I just have it tightened to the point that it won't move. And the reason is because when I did the Code Up Stratosphere with the other of this polished brass one, I have just like this. But the only difference of that light kit is this one has those little things in this, like those little tiny vents on it. This the other one doesn't. But when I removed it, it was so tight on it that it left a little ring around the switch cap on it. Not a major one, but it did leave a little bit of a mark, and I did not like that. So I'm just going to do it a little bit looser, just so it doesn't mess it up. Because I want to try to keep this fan in very good shape, since it is in perfect condition. Doesn't have any marks on it at all. Yeah, let me go ahead and show it with the light. As you can see, it does work. I am borrowing one of the lights from the low profile in my living room, since there are 4 of them. Yeah, this fan I definitely I'm going to install whenever I get my own place. Might go in a bedroom. That's a very good possibility. I would put it in the kitchen, but I kind of want to keep this one in the room that won't get. Or I put like a used fan that in the kitchen rather than a brand new one like this. Well, Westinghouse Petite, that one's gonna be used. So if it's a small kitchen, I'll put that in. But yeah, this one I really don't. I wouldn't mind putting this in the guest room, where if I have like my own basement and have a couple fans set up in the basement, like John Reed and Cole Semenko have in their basement. This could be a possible candidate for down there as well. But we'll see what the future holds. But this one will definitely be one of the fans that will be installed and I can promise you that. And I shut off the light. And let me start off on low. Just trying to be careful because just like the Kodak, the blade arms are a bit close to the where the pull chain is. Yeah, I am glad I put it. I actually did miss having this put together, even though well, because one, it's not in the fan closet, because all the fans that I have boxes still, I keep them in underneath my bed, except for the 42-inch Glendale. That one I felt I just had to keep it in there because it kind of looks cool seeing a 52-inch Glendale and a 42-inch Glendale side by side. And also I just wanted to have space underneath my bed for another new unboxed fan. So yeah. That's a nice low speed. I do feel some air from it right over here, just from low speed. The air movement is similar to the low profile. It's not as much, but it's close to it. I would say that. When I first tested it, I was very impressed on how much air it moves. But yeah, it moves almost as it kind of moves like basically a little bit. It does move a little bit more than a 4-inch coastal breeze, but that's kind of not a fair judgment. But the coastal breeze fans, they do move a good amount of air for the size that they are. The 44-inch version, that is, but it just moves a little bit more than that. More than that, without a doubt. I would say that this does move a bit more than the Hampton Bay Cameron. Hampton Bay Cameron does move a very good amount of air, but this moves a little bit more. And the Hampton Bay Cameron is almost, the air movement from that is very similar to the Hunter air movement. So this is, the air movement on this fan is like basically Hunter air movement in my opinion. Close to it, but not exact. Let me show it with the light. Yeah, it really does look nice with the light on it. Especially on low speed, it really looks really nice. This will be really nice. I would put this in the kitchen. If it's large enough to have a 52-inch fan like this, and there's a little thing, I don't know what those are called, but there's like a thing above the stove that picks up the grease so it doesn't go all over the place. If there's one of those, I'll definitely put this in there. And right after this, I'll do a video of it with the plain oak side without the cane as well. So there'll be 2 videos of this, one with the cane and one with the plain oak. Straddle speed, the Kodak Straddle speed, I didn't bother doing it because it really isn't that much of a difference. It just has stencil on it, but with this, the cane takes up. It's more noticeable that there's cane on it. And sometimes when you have a fan on with stencil, it's really not noticeable that it's a stencil bladed fan. And also, I did find it funny because the wiring, usually you need a black and blue wires to connect the light, but this one it's black and red. And I actually do like that color combination a little bit better, white, red, and black. It's funny because the box, I do have an unboxing video of this, and so I'll post the original videos of this fan in the description below, the unboxing video, and a video of it without the light, both cane blades and plain oak blades. Just so you can see what the fan looks like without the light on it. Alright, let me go ahead and move it up to medium. But first things first, let me shut off the light. Trying to be careful not to hit the blade arms too much. Yeah, you might hear a little vibration sound from like the light kit being a tiny bit loose. I just really don't want it to scratch up the switch cap because I need to put this fan right back in the box right after I do the 2 videos of this fan. Let me just see. Hold on. Yeah, that shouldn't. No, that'll be fine. Does have a bit of a hum, and the bearings aren't broken in on this fan, but if it was broken in, I'd actually this fan would probably move a lot more air than what it does, and it does move a good amount of air for a generic hugger. A lot of them they move decent air, but this one actually moves a pretty good amount of air. Yeah, when this fan's on high speed, it does go pretty fast. It actually does go a bit faster than the low profile in my living room, believe it or not. Probably the same, yeah, just as fast as the Hunter Passport 2 in my bedroom. Maybe even more, I'm not sure, but it's very close. Probably the same exact high speed. Alright, let me go ahead and turn on the light while it's on medium speed. Yeah, the light's a bit loose, but if I tighten it up anymore, it will definitely leave a little mark on the switch cap. And I don't want to do that. Yeah, it's definitely the best $9 I've ever spent in my life. Well, so far, I might even find another fan for even cheaper that's better than this. But it's definitely something that I definitely don't regret buying this, even for the price it was. And no, I'm not going to sell this fan or part with it ever, so don't even bother asking. But these type of fans, the generic huggers, they're very common, so I'm pretty sure if you want one, you can find one. It's just this one I don't like. This is my first one, so this is the main reason why I'm not parting with it. Yeah, the spin down is extremely fast on this fan. It's mostly because the bearings really aren't broken in at all. Like if I let it run on high for like a day or something like that, then it would be broken in. But I'm not gonna do that. It's on the floor, and yeah, I don't want it to get messed up in case something like hits it or like my dog walks by it. My dog's asleep with my mom right now, so there's no possible way for that to happen. I always keep the dining room / living room closed, so he can't come over here. Yeah, let me go ahead and shut off the light and move the fan up to high speed. I know it's a glow up that's loose. Now here's the real test, high speed for this fan. As you can see, it does go very fast. Okay, so maybe, It does go faster than a low profile in my living room on high speed. That's without a doubt. But if it goes faster than the Passport 2, I'm not sure. The Infinity goes probably just as fast as the Passport 2, but I'd say it goes very close to the high speed that's on Passport 2 has. Like, it's very close. But I can feel a very good amount of air from right here. And even some of the other fans that I have couldn't even move air over here. I think the globe's loose. Let me. Yeah, the globe's loose. Let me tighten that up. There we go. Yeah, sometimes the globe tends to loosen up on these. Hold on a sec. There we go. Yeah, this fan is very fast. Yeah, just ignore the globe shaking a tiny bit. I think it's probably because the light isn't completely secured. It's a tiny bit loose. I have it a little bit loose. So like, basically when you start to remove it, like if you start to remove the screws, kind of like that, just loosen it up a tiny bit so it doesn't leave any mark on the switch cap. Okay, let me bring it in so you can hear the air movement. The air movement is pretty similar to the it's actually very similar to the low profile air movement. I'm not even joking. It moves very similar air, maybe the same amount of air. That's it. Hold on. Yeah, it keeps on loosening up the screws. I don't know why. Let me show from this view while it's on high. Yeah, it's a very good fan, I'll say that. When I first bought it, I didn't expect it to move this much air. But it really took me away when I felt the air movement from this. There's a little lamp in the corner. It's gonna look upside down in the video because I'm always flipping over the videos, the floor tested fans. Alright, let me go ahead and show it with the light. Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite fans. It's probably in the top 5, to be honest. Or top 7, because there are some other ones I really like a lot. Yeah, definitely in the top 7. Probably actually the top 10 favorite fans that I have. I actually have a good amount of fans, and I actually gotta consider those ones in it, too. Yeah, but yeah, it is a lot more quiet than cold up. It's not a lot more, but it is a bit more quiet. Aside from the globe shaking a bit. But yeah, out of all, it's definitely one of the most powerful huggers that I have, and I do have a good amount of huggers. Clarkson, Cold Up Stratosphere. There's a couple more, but hold on, I think that's it. Oh, and the Northman, but all the fans I test are flush rounders, so they all basically go the same. They all look at an equal. They all have like a fair way of being tested to see how much air they really move. And this one actually moves a lot more air than the good majority of the fans that I have. Let me show it from up here with the light on. Right, let me shut off the light. And let me shut off the fan to do a spin down. This is going to be probably the quickest spin down out of all the fans that I have. Takes less than a minute. The bearings are pretty good, I'll tell you that. It's just they just haven't broken in yet, since this fan is basically brand new. I mean, it really hasn't have any use to it. Hasn't really been used at all, except right now and when I recorded it back when I first got it. See, less than a minute. Yeah. I don't think I showed it earlier with the light on, but from that view. But if not, here it is. Well, yeah, that'll be the end of this video. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for more videos to come.